Hello and welcome to CineBolt. Today, we're going to count down the top 5 great action movies that are an absolute blast to watch right now. We've left out the usual suspects and opted for hidden gems that deserve a little more love. These films offer a delightful blend of humor, excitement, and captivating storylines that elevate the entire cinematic experience. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Number 5, Mayhem. Mayhem is a great action comedy film directed by Joe Lynch. The story follows Derek, a man who discovers that the legal company he was wrongfully fired from is now under quarantine due to a mysterious and dangerous illness. As the illness spreads, the infected individuals begin to unleash their wildest and weirdest emotions, causing chaos and mayhem throughout the length and breadth of the office. In order to uncover the truth behind this madness, Derek teams up with a former client who has her own personal vendetta, and together, they embark on a thrilling survival battle, aiming to reach the top floor where the officials are located and make their escape unharmed. With a perfect blend of comedy, horror, and non-stop action, it's no wonder this film is aptly named Mayhem. While the plot may follow a familiar formula, the sheer entertainment value of this movie is undeniable. So even if you think you've seen it all before, Mayhem will keep you thoroughly entertained with its funny and clever approach. Number 4, DAYSHIFT. It is an action horror comedy film that has become one of Netflix's most popular originals. Set in a world where humans and vampires coexist, the vampires really crave to rule the daylight, but unfortunately for them, they are relentlessly hunted by pesky human organizations. Our main guy is Bud Jablonski, a member of a global vampire hunting organization who makes a living by capturing and eliminating vampires. Meanwhile, Bud's family is facing financial struggles, but they remains oblivious to his dangerous profession. To make ends meet, Bud accidentally takes down a legendary vampire, setting off a chain of events that puts him and his family in the crosshairs of a vengeful group of bloodsuckers. While the plot may not be the most groundbreaking, it still delivers loads of entertainment and a boatload of non-stop action that will surely leave you thrilled. Number 3, Triple Frontier. It is a non-stop action-adventure film directed by Jay Shander. The story follows a group of 5 retired Special Forces members who reunite for a daring heist in a small international area of South America. These forgotten heroes embark on their first risky venture while putting their esteemed skills to the test, but as things quickly spiral out of control, their abilities, commitment, and beliefs are pushed to the limit, forcing them to come face to face with unexpected consequences. With a stellar cast, top-notch performances, and a thrilling survival plot that will throw you off your couch, this movie is a must-watch. The breathtaking locations and expertly filmed action sequences only enhance the overall experience, so if you're a fan of great action and adventure, then you're in for a treat with this one. Number 2, The Nice Guys. This world best action comedy film is directed by Shane Black, and the story revolves around Holland March, a professional detective, and Jackson Healy, a tough mercenary. When a young girl named Amelia goes MIA, these unlikely partners are forced to team up and investigate her abduction, but things quickly get complicated as they discover that they're not the only ones searching for her. Now Holland and Jackson must unravel a crazy conspiracy and find just what really happened to Amelia, and along the way, they encounter a few eccentric gangsters while also unraveling a few well-planned schemes. With fantastic action, engaging storytelling, and a sharp sense of humor, this film is an amazing mashup of both action and comedy. While it may occasionally dip into cheesy territory, the movie is still an absolute blast from start to finish. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable action movies to add to your watch list, but hey, subscribe now, or I'll have Jackson Healy pay you a visit. Without Remorse. The plot follows John Clark, a brilliant military officer who stumbles upon a worldwide conspiracy while seeking the truth about his wife's untimely demise. Determined to bring the culprits to justice, John fearlessly teams up with a fellow Marine and a mysterious agent from a covert agency as they embark on an epic adventure to expose a secretive plot that could potentially ignite a devastating conflict. The Losers. The story starts with a badass U.S. Special Forces team as they venture into the dense Bolivian jungle on a mission to find and eliminate their enemies. However, little do they know that a cunning and formidable foe from within has set them up for a deadly betrayal. Believed to be deceased, our group of heroes concocts a brilliant plan to seek retribution, all while pursuing a cunning adversary who's determined to plunge the world into a high-tech global conflict. District 13. In the not-so-distant future, Paris finds itself in a bit of a pickle, as the city's most rundown neighborhoods have been completely fenced off. And let me tell you, one of the absolute worst places is District B13. This hellhole is ruled by the one and only Taha, a crime lord with zero mercy, but the story begins when an undercover cop named Damien and a former thug called Leto both team up to take down Taha's gang in order to disable the neutron bomb he's stolen and save the day. 6 Underground. The plot revolves around 6 extraordinary individuals from different corners of the world who are not just incredibly talented at what they do, but also share a burning desire to erase their pasts and shape a better future. Their paths converge when they are handpicked by a mysterious leader known as One, who has a pretty quirky mission to save the world and make sure that their actions will be forever etched in history. Number 1. The Equalizer 2. It is a world best action thriller film directed by Antoine Fuqua. If, like me, you loved the first movie, then you'll be thrilled to know that the trailer for The Equalizer 3 has been released, and it's set to hit the big screens on September 1st, 2023. In The Equalizer 2, we follow the mysterious Robert McCall, an enigmatic man who dishes out his very own unique brand of vigilante justice. But when his best friend is brutally murdered by assassins, McCall is driven by a personal vendetta to seek revenge, and soon finds himself up against a team of legit ruthless assassins who will stop at nothing to make sure they send him packing to the afterlife. The story of The Equalizer 1 is a bit different, where McCall protects a girl from some very aggressive gangsters. Now you might think to yourself that you know where the plot is headed, but trust me, there are plenty of unexpected twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The action scenes in the first movie were absolutely spectacular, and I'm happy to report that the second film doesn't disappoint in that department either, so tighten your seatbelt for a thrilling ride that takes action to a whole new level. If you're a fan of great action movies, The Equalizer 2 is an absolute must-see, but don't worry if you haven't seen the first one yet, because you can still enjoy the second installment and then catch up on the first one later. That's all for today, and thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can catch all our future content packed with more movie and series recommendations.